Revelation chapter 1, verse 4, scriptures say, grace to you. But what is grace? There's a term called being under the influence. In our society, that term means someone has their mind affected or altered by alcohol and drugs. They're under the influence. But grace is being under the influence of Christ. Our hair, our clothing, our tattoos, our piercings, our speech, our behavior shows whose influence we are under. Whether you have input from TV, friends, reading, or what the rich people say, they're successful, I want to copy what they do. We are influenced by all of these inputs. Ezekiel 36:26 says that God will give us a new heart and put His Spirit in us, and that He'll cause us to walk in His ways, His statutes, and keep His judgments and do them. And so what God is promising here is that we can be under the influence of a new heart and a new spirit. And so God is asking the world, and He's asking us, are we under the influence of the world, drugs and alcohol, the world's message, or are we influenced by God? Because we're going to be influenced by someone, and it is way better to be influenced by Christ and the Bible. God's influence affects our speech, it affects our behavior, and everything about us. Romans chapter 6, verse 14 says, for sin shall not have dominion over you, for you are not under law, but under grace. So when you say you're under grace, you're saying you're under the influence of Christ. Just like someone who is under the influence of alcohol or drugs, it shows. Somebody who is under the influence of Christ, it should show. Joseph in chapter 39 verse 1 gives us a good example. He was handsome in form and appearance. Potiphar's wife said to him, lie with me, have sex with me. Even though Joseph didn't have the law, he was under the influence of the grace of God. And we need to be under God's grace today.